Oh, I have everything there. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. You have the small one in there, yeah?
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Hello, guys. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Sama. So, you guys would have seen that I literally just left Nigeria, and not too long after that, I got a call. A lot of you will know Baba Balogun, and he's in hospital. It's a long story. I'm not going to go into all of that. And initially, I was kind of like, yeah, I'm going back to Nigeria next week or the week after. But, you know, when he was speaking with me on the phone, I'm a nurse, by the way, for those that may not know, I could hear from his voice that he was not very good. There were just a lot of things he was saying to me that were like, okay, I began to say, this man is going, that kind of a thing. And I was like, okay, you know what? When I get back, to Nigeria next week or the week after, I would go see him and all of that. But there was something he said. He said something and he said, I don't have much time left. And that really got me, because, that's something I actually want to address as well. A lot of people do not understand trauma. It just reminded me so much of my father. When my father was about to leave this world, he literally sent a message to say, he was leaving. We thought, he'll be fine, that kind of a thing. And by the time we got there, our father was already gone. So when Baba Balogun or Uncle Lola, I'm sorry guys, I always find myself always calling him Baba Balogun because that's what I called him from day one. So when he was speaking with me, I felt like, oh my goodness, I really wanted to be there for him. I'm not going to say too much, but I really wanted to be there for him. And I thought to myself, for him to call me from the hospital, from the things he said, this is really serious. Going back now to Niger. Okay, going to look for my gate to know which way I should be. This is me. This is my real face without makeup. Head tie. I find head ties comfortable. Yeah. Okay, and one of the things that as a nurse, one of the things that I hate is people leaving this world by themselves, on their own. I should be heading this way. Yeah. And one of the things for me as a nurse is, one of the things I really do not like is people leaving this world on their own. Okay, that's not the right way to say. It's like people leaving this world and there's nobody there in the hospital or somebody there with them. And don't ask me any questions about his children. I'm not going to go into all of that. But I just felt like, and for the fact that he called me, I don't know. Honestly, what I was saying about trauma is the fact that it was a similar story with my father that really did get to me. So, I don't think I'll ever heal from the exit of my father or my father's exit from the world, and I feel like I still have trauma from that. And so when this happened, I just felt like this is a repeat, of what happened to my father. This was how my father just said he was going, and before we knew he was gone. So at this point, I don't even know how to describe the mode that I was in. I don't know. I booked the flight shortly after speaking with him. And boom, that was me heading to Nigeria. This man was speaking with me, and his voice, he could barely speak. We're going. We got down from the first flight, so we're about to get into the next one. And of course, I have my TED stockings on. He could barely speak, and that really got me.
Pour votre sécurité, nous vous recommandons de vous tenir aux barres de maintien.
For your safety, you are kindly reminded to hold on to the handrail.
Honestly, for me, it was just more than, okay, Baba Balogun. I just, like I said, it felt like a repeat of what happened to my father. And I just went into this, is it auto mode or whatever? I was like, it's almost as if I got a second chance to do it right. I'm just still speaking about trauma, about what happened to my father. I don't know what happened. Like, I just felt like, oh, like I got a second chance to do something right because of how my father's word happened. And that's my people, was how as you see me right now, this is me heading back to Nigeria, because in my head I was like, I just want to get there before he goes, before he leaves this world. And I spoke with him on the phone. I was able to cheer him up, and he even laughed a bit. Like, when he was laughing, he was like choking with the laugh, you know. At a point, the doctor actually came in to check on him because of the laugh, because he was laughing and coughing. And I just thought to myself, like, you know, let me just get there and see him. In my head, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm like, let me get there and see him one more time. You know, let me just get there and just be there for him in hospital and, you know, all of that. And that's it, my people. And I'm not going to say, like, in this video, as you watch, you will get to see the whole thing. And what's it called? I'm actually tired. It's the end of the day. So, but I really want to do this voiceover because I won't have the time to do it tomorrow. So this is how I ended up on the way to Nigeria. But I still want to speak on trauma. A lot of us are carrying traumas that are keeping us in a position we don't want to be, mentally, you know, even physically, you know, but psychologically, emotionally, in a place we don't want to be, because we have not healed, you know. Transfers. So I'm transferring to Lagos, Nigeria. When it comes to trauma, when it comes to like my father's exit, I don't know if I can ever heal from it. I've actually made posts before and asked people, like, how did you get over the exit of your father, or this and that? Of all the exits in my life, my father's one is the most painful that I've ever experienced, you know, especially for the fact that he said it, that he was going, and we didn't make it on time. And you know, okay, let me not say too much. So this is me now. This is France. This is me now halfway. So I was here at this airport now to catch the next flight going to Nigeria. And for those that may not know, these are called TED stockings. They are just to prevent deep vein thrombosis, embolism and stuff like that for the legs, because when you're sitting in the flight, you're not really very active, you're not moving around in the flight. So I didn't bother taking them off because I'm about to get into the next flight. It's typically for like long flights, you know. So in case you be like, Summer is wearing Simbi secondary school socks, that's what it is my TED stockings. I'd advise a lot of people to wear their TED stockings when they're traveling internationally, especially on the long flights. We have arrived in Nigeria. Okay, here now I've landed in Nigeria, and it was already night time. In the next video, I'll let you guys know how it went, and I will take you guys along to go see Baba.